Hello everyone and welcome to the Katta on deshdoot.com. Today we are here to discuss one of the most important, urgent and pressing issues. Rather, I must say, a matter of pride for all of us as Indians. It was only the other day that we received the first batch of 5 Rafales from France, making our Air Force one of the strongest in the world, I may say. Having the Rafales has also instilled a sense of confidence in all of us as Indians, for now, India has been successful in creating its image militarily also. We have seen it very recently in the Galwan Valley when we have also forced the Chinese to look at us in a manner that they would understand that we mean sense. We have also enabled ourselves to stand up and let the world know that India is a country with its might, power, and the attitude to protect itself, its borders, and also stand upright. Gone is our image of those times when we would compromise and adjust and listen to others. No doubt we have won wars earlier, but now we have become more fierce in our own perceptions and the perceptions of the other nations as well. One of the steps in this direction is definitely the Rafale aircraft which the Indian Air Force has received. The touchdown of the first Rafale on the Ambala airstrip was one of the most exciting moments, not only for the military of this country, but for all of us as Indians. We have been hooked on to our television sets and our newspapers to understand and know more about what it means for us. In our effort also, we bring to you a discussion on what Rafale means to us, how has it made us more capable, more strengthened, and how now we can stand with an image in our own selves. To talk on this, Rafale in India as a game changer, we have with us retired Air Force officers, Air Commodore S.K. Jha. We have amongst us retired officer Wing Commander Jayesh Pai and retired officer Colonel Khasgiwale from the Indian Army. Let us listen to how these people who have donned the uniform and who still don the attitude of that uniform have to look at this event, one of the major ones for all of us.
I'm Air Commodore Sushil Kumar Jha, AVSM, retired from Indian Air Force in 2006. During my career, I have worked with various type of aircraft like Su-30, Mirages, Jaguar, MiG-29, etc. This is a moment of pride for all of us when we have received the first tranche of 5 Rafale aircraft from France. These are supersonic aircraft of the latest generation. They are fit for multi-role like interdiction, ground attack, bombing, reconnaissance, etc. It can carry combination of many weapons, which makes it really a lethal weapon in the air. It enhances the punch of Indian Air Force to quite an extent. It also has mid-air refueling facilities which would enable it to travel a very long distance. This adds a greater capability to our war effort. I would like to pay my respect and thank our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for the timely action of procuring this much needed weapon system to enhance the capabilities of Indian Air Force. Jai Hind.
Good evening. The trending topic today is Rafale aircraft. Whether Rafale will be a game changer for India. I am Wing Commander Jayesh Pai, a retired technical officer from Indian Air Force. I am going to talk to you whether Rafale will be a game changer in three different topics. First, let's have a discussion on whether Rafale would really be a game changer. Second, we will look into some India-specific enhancements which the aircraft has. And the third we look into is whether India has the right kind of budget and do we need to build up our military, because these are significant when we discuss Rafale. Now first we will look at whether Rafale is going to be a game changer or not. Yes, any new aircraft will be a game changer. I mean, if we have an old Maruti 800 and we have driven it for 15 years, 20 years, and then we go in for a new vehicle, definitely the new vehicle would be a game changer for us. Similarly, for the Indian Air Force, any new aircraft would be a game changer. But it's the aircraft which is not the game changer. It's the people who are behind it, the pilots, the technical officers, the men who service the aircraft, the administrative staff working. These are the game changers. We have a battle-hardened military and air force which is capable of fighting any war, and any new aircraft is a welcome additional facility for us. Now, if you look at what happened to Wing Commander Abhinandan, he flew a MiG-21 into Pakistan, was shot down, was captured. It was an old aircraft, second generation MiG-21, but look at the pilot. Because of his capability, he could fly, attack the F-16 aircraft. I'm sure he has felled it down. Unfortunately, he was caught, but he was brought back. So it is these pilots, it is these technical officers, it is these men who are going to work on Rafale aircraft who are the game changers. They have got a new aircraft, but they are quite capable people, and we need to put trust in these men. So any aircraft, any new aircraft, whether it is Eurofighter or an F-16 or an F-18 or an F-35 or a Su-35, they are all good aircrafts. It's ultimately the people behind the aircraft which matters, and in that I think India has quite a capable Indian Air Force. Now, let's have a look at the India-specific enhancements. We have a very good radar which is coming up, the AESA radar for the Rafale aircraft. But the most important point would be is we have cold engine start, that is, these aircraft can be started even at the height of 12,000 feet. We're going to have jammers, we are going to have helmet mounted sight in those aircraft. So when you compare it with the J-20 of China or the JF-17 of Pakistan, definitely these India-specific enhancements are much better. But please remember, these India-specific enhancements are going to come into Rafale in 2022, not now. So for the next 2 years, we are going to fly Rafale from France, which are the basic versions. It's an omni-role fighter aircraft, but that means it can be used anywhere, from air to air or air to land, or even on sea, air to sea. It can be used for omni-role versions, which is quite significant. Now coming to the budget, if you look at China, they have spent $261 billion in 2019, and India has just spent $68 billion for the defense budget. Nearly 4.5 times larger than the Indian budget is the Chinese budget. A huge amount of the Chinese budget goes into research and R&D developments in their manufacturing, which builds upon their capabilities. So we need to factor in this point that we are not looking at a new aircraft in terms of just flying it and maintaining. We need to look at new technologies. We need to put money in research. We need to build up our manufacturing facilities, and Rafale could bring a change in this whole build-up which is taking place. One last point which I would like to make is that in terms of budgeting only, we need to have a look at even in terms of manpower. A large amount of manpower, I think reduction has taken place, which could factor in a future reward. So we may need to look at building up the manpower also. It costs money, yes, but if we need to fight, then we need good people behind the machine. That is what ultimately counts. So I rest my arguments here.
Good evening. I am Colonel Ghasgiwale. We are going to talk about the 5 Rafale jets which have arrived a day back. 5 fighter planes certainly do not make a vast difference in the defense capabilities of any nation. So why this euphoria? This particular step which was taken in 2015 finally has culminated in the arrival of these 5 fighter planes. These fighter planes are the first batch of the 36 planes that we are supposed to receive from France. Defense is always going on. It is an endless process. Acquiring new planes at the right time has to be done by a country if they want to keep update with the defenses. We were lagging in this for a number of reasons: finance and political will. But somehow, in the last couple of years, this position changed. Finances were made available to the defense forces. Procurement was made simple by then Defense Minister Parrikar, and the result was that now we are getting a number of highly technical gadgets for the Army, Navy and the Air Force. 5 planes do not make a change, certainly. 36 planes will certainly make a change, but the happiness about these 5 planes is that this is a turning point in the mental makeup of this country. This country is basically run by politicians and bureaucrats who have absolutely no military experience. Now it is being felt that the government is aware of this and is listening to the men from the defense forces. Now these 5 planes coming to India is a big step because they have come at a time when we required to flex our muscles to show China that we also mean business. This was never done in the past. We were always the dormant player and the Chinese used to dictate to us. But after Doklam, Galwan and also the 2 raids in Pakistan, China's appreciation about India has changed. And especially after the Galwan incident, the Chinese appreciation has taken a shock. They never expected such a violent reaction from the Indians against their troops. But this has been done. So these 5 planes are an extension of the same will that our country and our soldiers had shown during the Galwan incident. And that is the reason why the whole country is happy on receiving these 5 planes, although this is a token gesture. Thank you.
Definitely a moment of pride for all of us as we hear all the retired officers talking about it. The aircraft in itself is an equipment. However, the whole event, from its decision to having it actually first 5 and then the rest 31 others, is going to be one of the biggest events to boost the morale of our military might. The multi-role, omni-role as they call it, fighter aircraft, the combat weapon system it has, and also an air-to-air role with one of the longest strike ranges. It has so many capabilities that we need to show our enemies that we are capable and not to mess with us. The message is clear and the sentiment is very high. We as Indians feel proud and protected with such decisions that our nation takes, and we stand by all such decisions as fellow citizens. Thank you for joining us on this Katta today, and we wish you a good day.